people are governed is obviously one of the most profound issues in any election. We were very worried yesterday by a story in the Financial Times, which seemed to be very well sourced, and quoted sources close to Nick Clegg, saying that his party would be prepared to support David Cameron's plan for an in-out referendum, but only under certain circumstances, that Mr Clegg would have an influence in deciding the question asked, the precise timing of the referendum, the scope of the franchise for the referendum, which was the most worrying thing of all, demanding that 16 and 17-year-olds take part, and more especially that EU migrants are entitled to vote. We've had about 1 million EU migrants in this parliamentary term alone. We would like David Cameron to come clean about exactly what discussions he has or has not had with Nick Clegg in the Quad or in wider coalition circles. We would like him to guarantee that none of these demands would be met, that Mr Clegg will not have a hand in the question, the timing, and that there is no question whatsoever of the franchise being changed from a general election franchise, because in the case of 16 and 17-year-olds, they're far more likely to have been exposed recently to very strident pro-EU views and not to have heard the Eurosceptic case at all. And in the case of EU migrants, there is obviously a vested interest potentially in how they will vote. We see this as an attempt by the Liberal Democrats to gerrymander the outcome, but we are also worried that David Cameron has a habit of letting the Liberal Democrats take the rap for certain unconservative things he might be planning to do. So we call on David Cameron to come clean on exactly what discussions he's had with Mr Clegg and other Liberal Democrats about this issue, and to categorically rule out 16 and 17-year-olds voting and EU migrants voting in the British people's referendum on how they are governed. Thank you very much. I'm just going to sit down and we'll take questions on this and other matters.